This video is to be used for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace individual research or licensed investment advice. Unique experiences and past performance does not guarantee future results. Trading stocks, options, and spot currencies involves substantial risk, and there's always the potential for loss. Your trading results may vary. No representations are being made that any software or training will guarantee profits or not result in losses from trading. This is the Premier Trade Market Wrap.
This is the Market Wrap. I'm Jack Lott on the James Dix Financial Network. Consumers battered by a steep downturn in housing and a severe credit crunch slowed spending growth in September to the weakest performance in 3 months. Consumer spending rose by 0.3% in September, slightly lower than the 0.4% increase that analysts had been expecting. First-time claims for state unemployment benefits dropped to their lowest level in 3 weeks during the week ending October 27th, while the number of workers continued to claim unemployment benefits rose to its highest level since September 1st. Initial jobless claims fell to 327,000. That is a decrease of 6,000, lowest since October 6th. U.S. manufacturing sector grew at a slower pace for a fourth straight month in October. The ISM Manufacturing Index fell to 50.9 from 52 in September. Economists expected a dip to 51.5. A soaring number of U.S. homeowners struggle to make mortgage payments in the third quarter, with properties in some stage of foreclosure more than doubling from the same time last year. Almost 447,000 homes nationwide were targeted by some sort of foreclosure activity from July to September. That's up 100.1% from the year-ago period. Chrysler laying off thousands of hourly workers in the Midwest. I've heard figures up to 12,000 as part of an effort to slash costs and match slowing demand for some vehicles. Companies cutting one shift each at 3 plants in Michigan, a plant in Illinois, and a plant in Ohio. In Forex news today, the dollar recovered from a record low against the euro after the Fed cut rates, but dampened expectations of further monetary policy easing this year. Fed said inflation risks were equal to the possibility of slower growth, prompting the Fed futures market to cut bets on a December rate cut to as low as 40% chance. The yen rose against the euro and dollar as speculation increased that losses from subprime mortgage investments may deepen, spurring investors to cut riskier bets funded by loans in Japan. The Canadian dollar, meantime, has recently rallied to fresh multi-decade highs against the U.S. dollar, with record crude oil costs stoking strong demand for the Canadian currency. The world's second largest proven oil reserves, Canada has undoubtedly benefited from the commodity's uptrend, given the fact that it is the single largest exporter of oil to the United States. It is little surprise that the U.S. dollar-Canadian dollar exchange rate has held at historically high correlation to the price of crude oil. However, this correlation is deteriorating, indicating that the U.S. dollar weakness is becoming a bigger driver of U.S. dollar CAD than just oil prices. Therefore, it remains to be seen whether $100 oil will drive U.S. dollar CAD below 90 cents. Scheduled economic reports coming out on Friday include non-farm payrolls, the unemployment rate, and factory orders. Earnings news, ExxonMobil posting a second straight drop in quarterly profit for the first time in 5 years after equipment and power failures slowed fuel output and refining margins narrowed. Third quarter net income fell to $9.41 billion, or $1.70 a share. They were expecting $1.74. Credit Suisse, Switzerland's second largest bank, said it's too early to predict an end to the credit market swings that caused $1.9 billion in write-downs and the first profit decline in a year. Net income fell 31% to 1.3 billion Swiss francs. That's equivalent to $1.1 billion. Blockbuster's third quarter net loss widened to $35 million, or 20 cents a share. That from 15 cents a share a year ago. The video rental chain said that revenue fell 5.7% to $1.24 billion due to the closure and sale of 526 company-operated stores worldwide. On average, analysts expected a loss of 18 cents a share, revenue of $1.28 billion. Scheduled earnings on Friday. It's going to be a big day for a Friday. British Airways, International Paper, Chevron, Martha Stewart Living on the Media, Duke Energy, Viacom, Hearst Argyle Television, and Reader's Digest among some of the marquee names. Some of the stocks we are watching today: Cisco Systems said it would almost double its investments in China over 5 years to develop at least 2 joint ventures in that country. Prudential Financial said third quarter net income came in at $860 million, down 25% from a year ago when the life insurance and retirement savings giant made $1.152 billion. And Cameron International reported that third quarter net income rose 69% on 21% higher revenue. And that is the market wrap on this Thursday. I'm Jack Lott on the James Dix Financial Network.